You know, just hang out and languish is all. So it is pretty much pure west, although it does look like it is pretty well elevated. Which may make it a little less straightforward to get to it. Do we want to go slightly north or slightly south? Or straight through the forward station? I think we want to go slightly south, because that looks like that's more straightforward to remain elevated. Possibly. Or not. You know, let's roll the punches. So that's the ship that we were just going into, and yes, it is huge.
Remind me how that scanned energy signature will help us find the drive core?
The drive core emitted a unique reading that I haven't encountered before in remnant tech. It took a great deal of power.
Fiends! More than one.
We're sure this is the right spot?
I'm sure.
Perfect. How come the right spot is never by a quiet pond or in a field of wildflowers?
I cannot pinpoint my scan until we are closer.
Let's go. Fiend steak for supper.
But I don't see the fiends. I'm sorry for interrupting that. I didn't realize we were going to interrupt that conversation there, but I also don't see the fiends anyway. So this is, I think, a random remnant.
That signature Sam uploaded for the missing remnant drive core. It's near your present location. Scanning the area should narrow the search radius.
Thanks, Subi. Sam, scan the area.
These scavengers are scum, but also desperate, and desperate is bad.
What's this thing worth to them?
Their friends died for it, so a lot.
Okay, so I guess this is the... Yeah, it is the spot. It's at a random remnant spot. I guess that's not terribly surprising. Better sense of just how much damage this is. Remember, we shoot him in the head. It's a lot. Oh, I did not see you.
Sam, let's scan for this drive core.
Scan is complete. By my calculations, the drive core is here.
Wait until Morta sees us with her drive core.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of her anyway. I'm sure she'll get over it. It's probably over here, right? Yup. It sure is.
No drive core here. Suvi, Sam, what's going on?
It's a trap.
The drive core was here, Pathfinder, by the strength of the signature, not long ago.
Okay.
We've got the Nomad. We'll catch them in no time.
Maybe I should drive.
What? No, I'm driving. Let's get back on the trail.
Ryder, what if Morta has the drive core? Took it from the scavengers.
Suvi, scan the planet. Is the drive core at the Krogan colony?
Doesn't look like it. However, I've identified a new area to check out.
Thanks. Keep an eye out for any other anomalies with that signature.
Thought we'd be in the shade here, but apparently not. There is something nab here. High value salvage. Right here. Does this count? This counts. There we go.
Life support at 100%.
So usually these places have
are climbing, Pathfinder.
a few, or sometimes just one of those relatively valuable containers.
The ambient temperature is normal.
But also it does look like those other remnant areas that have the scannable stuffs. Oh, we'll nab that. The scannable stuffs to do the Sudoku. Granted, we've seen these types of things, ones that are not usable yet, on other planets, in particular for Eos. I think we saw a bunch of them. So it may just be that this is going to end up being a future place for us to go to. Don't know. Either that or it's just, you know, it looks similar, but it's not the same. Okay, so where is this place that we are now supposed to go? Okay, so now it is taking us quite a good distance away, to the point where we are going to need to go past one of the monoliths, the Rebel, which I don't remember what the specifics here are in terms of what the backstory is, but it seems like this has some pretty significant, or at least they're building this up as if this is a very significant person. It sounds like maybe this is someone who, after going to a bunch of random campsites, we got a little bit of information every now and again, you know, the whole, you need to defeat the enemies at 6 random spots, and when you get the scannable thing there, Sam gets closer to telling you where the person behind all this is, but only once you get all of them can you know definitively, and this is said place and said person, is at least what I'm thinking. Maybe it's worth taking a quick check here. This. Oh no, it's the person who went missing. Okay, that we actually did somewhat recently do the previous step in this, so okay. Where is the Nomad? Okay. Do we have a fast travel spot that brings us any closer? Not really. There is one, eventually, that we will find, but kind of need to get over there first. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the closest we can get at the moment. Okay, so I think we just kind of go straight there, more or less. It seems like there may kind of sort of be an established path to a certain extent.
We still have that drive core reading, right? We need to get it back.
Like, is this a path? Kind of looks like it to a certain extent. What's this? There's definitely something over here.
I detect multiple hostile life forms.
Isabel could be in trouble. Let's move.
Okay, let's do it. We probably should have gotten a little bit closer. Yeah, we will get a little bit closer before we engage. Oh, that was interesting. The way that, okay, well, first of all, everyone is going to instantly die. Is the first thing you need to do.
Pathfinder, that canister is volatile. Shooting it will trigger a reaction.
Is that something you're saying we should or should not do? I'm not... Are you saying that will cause enough collateral damage that we should avoid doing that?
Okay, hold it. You. The one killing my guys?
It's your guys.
I want to talk to you.
Was that Isabel?
Yeah?
Sounds like she's in charge.
It does sound that way. It seems like we are supposed to blow this thing up. Multi-purpose generator. More remains. And we can scan you? Have we not scanned a sharpshooter before? I find that a little bit hard to believe. Oh. Scan an escape pod. Oh, encounter XP. Yeah, I guess obviously we transitioned recently away from experience-based stuff. Yes, you're saying we explode this and it goes booming.
Pathfinder, A tracking signal was attached to that canister.
Why?
Unknown. The signal is defunct. There may be more at other scavenger sites.
Okay. Not really sure what to make of that. So, I mean, it seems like that would be related to the quest that we're currently on. Does that mean we should do that stuff before we talk to Isabel? Otherwise, are we at risk of not finishing? To be... I mean, it sounded very similar to this as well. They weren't one and the same. They weren't overlapping missions, were they? Surely not. That's Isabel Halsey. Wait. Yeah, drive course way down there. Okay. Alright, we'll speak to her. Not sure if we technically are supposed to find other places first that have those types of explosive containers, but I mean, this is... We had a bunch of things pointing us in this direction, so I would think that it would be reasonable for us to go here soon after learning about her location. I mean, there is someone over there. Sir, there are other people as well. Do they come in peace? Are we gonna have to... Is this gonna be the other side? Relative to the Krogan, we're gonna have to choose who to support? What's your deal, Isabel?
Oh, well, you're from the Nexus. Should have known. I don't sell to your kind. Matter of principle.
Oh,
If you're Isabel, your brother said
you, the criminal. Matter of
For
principle.
what?
he wants you to go back with him to Kadara.
Well, you can tell him I'm not going anywhere. On the Nexus, I was a merchant's assistant. On Kadara, I ran errands. Now, I make weapons for the most powerful gang leaders on Elaaden. I get perks, protection, and no one would dare touch me. Finally get the respect I deserve. And the best part is, I don't have to talk to ass-kissing Nexus dogs. Except now, I guess.
Okay, so we'll just add you to the list of people who are kind of, sort of in a position of authority and are just cranky jerks. Unfortunate that you do not have a more distinct character. But, it sounds like we would very much like for you to leave, though.
Kent's waiting. Don't pass up your only shot to get off this planet.
Whether I like it or not, this is home now. I have no reason to leave.
What about family?
Kent flew here all the way from the Nexus. He'd give his life for you. You don't think that's reason enough?
You're a pain in the ass, you know that?
Oh, alright.
Fine. Can't stand the heat here anyway. I'll send a comm to my brother. Now get out of here.
Oh, okay. I mean, it really seemed like you were gonna be too high and mighty to see reason, as is the case for almost everyone with similar
Yeah, I'm
character
going.
traits.
Don't wait around.
Outlaw junk pile. Gotta be scrappers in there.
Hello, friends. You happen to have some stuff for us to make us more friendly with one another? Oh, yeah, that is a rare metal. That's certainly not bad. Use this to get up onto the roof, of course. The only logical way to do that. Underwhelming. Oh, doesn't really seem like there's anything else over there. That's where we came in from, though. Can go further in this direction. Except there's nothing over here either. Alright then. Did we level up not long ago? We did, didn't we? Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's spend those points, shall we? And it's good that it seems like talking to Isabel did not do anything that would prevent us from destroying those other things that Sam was telling us we should destroy. Let's spend the points. So, I think that now go biotics. I think we were looking for this. We were questioning whether the recharge speed or the shield restoration was going to be better for biotic charge. And I think, I mean, this is obviously spam biotic charge more frequently, whereas this is going to be enough shield restoration to give you all of your shields back, and it is also a little bit of extra damage as well, whereas this is not. And I think I ran some of the numbers for this, and found that the recharge speed should be, what was it? It's around 3 seconds, I think, was what it ended up coming out to when you factor in the recharge speed here. Recharge speed if you take this, and then I think some other maybe offensive biotic passive ability that we have that also gives us recharge. So that at 3 seconds is pretty darn fast. But let's also look at Nova is the other thing that does tend to go really well with charge. I think, see, radius is 4, so you could make a case for either going for radius or damage here. And technically this will put us on, what, 3 points left, which means that we won't be able to afford anything after that, at least in either of these three, so we should probably take charge. I think, for what I'm trying, in most cases, this is probably the right way to go. Generally, getting full shields back when you do a charge is very high priority. We may be able to scale enough recharge speed from other sources, like on gear, if we were to craft biotic recharge speed gear to, I certainly would not be able to get all the way up to 75%, but for example, if we did the other armor upgrade on the chestplate, the mod that allows us to reduce our weapons damage, but get, I think it was 50% recharge speed, that's almost the same amount. Oh, it's not as much, but you do that plus biotic recharge speed on armor mods or augmentations, and then you can probably get up to 75 or very close to it, in which case you get the best of both worlds, though you lose the bit of weapons damage. But so yes, in most cases I think this is the better choice, but for what I would like to do, I have a very specific kind of, I mean, this is not super niche, but I have reason to take this one, I think. And then, so we'll confirm that. That also should mean we have more points spent in biotics, and we could have taken rank 6 here as well, which probably would have been better. Either automatically restore shields upon reaching low health, or shields restored on biotic kill. So this was intriguing at the time, because shields on kill is amazing, but given how we've now gotten 25% shield restoration on kill from some other armor augmentation, I think. I mean, add that up to this, and with this, it's 35% per kill, which is pretty crazy. It's already amazing, but it's maybe overkill at that point, and might as well get your shields back on low HP every 15 seconds. The downside for this is, you know, how often are you going to drop down to 20% HP and not just immediately die? Because once you lose your shields, you no longer have shield gates, so you can get one shot, which is probably what's going to happen more often than not if your shields are down completely. So you're just never going to reach this increment because you're going to get hit by a big enough chunk of damage that you're just going to go straight past 20% and die. So on lower difficulties, definitely. This could potentially make you almost unkillable. On higher difficulties, where once you've lost your shields, you can pretty reasonably often get one shot. Probably less often. I mean, not to say that we wouldn't ever get use out of this, but it would probably save our lives on a few occasions, but that may be more reliable. Either way, we can't do it right now. And so we could just save that 1 point. There is one combat ability that I'd kind of like to test, but now may not be the best time to do that exactly. And for Drac, oh, you have a lot of points we could spend on you. And similarly with PB, okay, we should probably take a second to do that. Oh, we deliberately were not spending points in pull for PB, and may continue to do that based on what we've seen with the downside from teammates charging straight into enemies that they should not be charging straight into with other squad mates that have abilities like that. It has gotten them killed very often, so I think we probably want to avoid doing something like that for pull, which is why we haven't taken it thus far. This is Shockwave, which has built-in or initial recharge time of 20 seconds, so we can take 30% off that. That's probably worth doing, otherwise increase distance. This is the one in Mass Effect 3 that is bugged, is it not? Or is it this? So these are basically the same upgrades that you get in Mass Effect 3. One of them is bugged that makes it so that Shockwave just does not hit at all. Completely, no exaggeration, makes the skill unusable. I always forget if it's this or it's this. I'm hoping that whichever one it is in Mass Effect 3, it's changed and fixed that bug for Andromeda. But given how she has a 20-second recharge time, and we've reduced that a little bit with this, but I think you have to go for the recharge speed here for squad mates, otherwise, you know, it's just not happening enough. These abilities to make any use out of that. Okay. So I think we're going to deliberately hold back on pull. I'm unconvinced that the game is... the CPU characters are smart enough to use that effectively. But then, for you, Drac, let's see. So you have bonus damage against armor, shotgun damage, shotgun force, power damage. I mean, same idea here as we've done with basically everyone else. You always have your shotgun available to you. Your powers have cooldowns, and squad mate cooldowns are extremely long. So let's take this. Then, flat cannon we've barely upgraded at all, but I think we have established that we can fully upgrade all of our squad mates who have not yet reached, or who we've not yet finished their loyalty missions and can't do the rank 6 abilities yet, so we can just take everything that we can at this point. So remind me what the deal is with this. Projectiles, split on impact, then burst air into shrapnel. Carve an aftermath of destruction. Shrapnel does less damage to armored enemies. So it has an initial hit, and then it has multiple secondary hits that deal less damage. And in general, it does low damage to armor, so it's probably not great against bosses. It's more of a large group of basic enemies type skill. Radius, area damage, and force. Does it have force to begin with? I mean, it looks like it would, because it's kind of explodey. But it doesn't tell us what that is. We get some force here as well. Yeah, without knowing what the base number for that force is, it's hard for me to know if improving it by 30% is going to change much. With, you know, is that going to help us reach an important threshold and start staggering and knocking enemies back more? That I'm not sure of. Otherwise, radius, what is the default radius? It doesn't tell us. Oh, actually. Hits everything in that radius, right? It's not as if the radius just increases the spread, in which case it's actually reducing the single target damage. Something, Path of Exile, Firestorm. That's long time since I last did that, but it's a very similar theory, depending on how exactly the skill works. I guess we'll do this. Guess we'll still do this. And then damage to armor, stun duration. Ooh, okay, except I could totally see a case to be made for maximizing the radius and then using it for stuns specifically. For crowd control purposes rather than pure damage. Whereas if you go damage here, you should probably go damage here. Sure. Damage is damage. We'll go for it. Again, I think it's mostly a Mook's skill rather than a boss skill, which I guess means you should be going for this. Oh, but then, yeah, then you may not need to stun Mooks as much. Unless if there's a large number of them and they overrun. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the Incinerate. We can either give it more upfront damage, which at the moment is 258, which is, not amazing. Does have some damage over time as well. Projectile affects all enemies in a 2-meter radius. That seems like the way to go. And again, damage against armor or more damage over time. Okay. This is definitely going to be damage against armor option here, because we know that, although we did take the armor upgrade for the other skill, the flat cannon, this is definitely much better against armor specifically, because this gets a bonus against armor, I do believe. Okay, and then, yep, you're fully upgraded with the stuff that we can upgrade at the moment, because we have not completed your loyalty mission, so we can't do any of the rank 6 stuff. So we'll leave it at that. Okay. Yeah, may not have allocated those things perfectly for Drac, but we'll make do. Most important thing for Drac is just that he is very good at taking hits and attracting attention while
I'm reading a normal temperature range.
we are the ones hitting hard.
Life support restored.
But I think we saw both Drac and PB one-shotting some enemies just with melees. Let's see. Where to next? So now that we've done that, we should probably just get this forward station. We may want to take a quick detour for this monolith while we're in this area. I mean, I guess if we get this forward station, then we could always just come back, and it's not terrible to go over there. It's kind of equilateral triangle right now, so doesn't make a huge difference if we do this right now or we go for the forward station and then on a later occasion double back for you. And all this stuff is not really any closer. Yeah, sure, we'll go there now. Oh, and it's, this is annoying though, because it highlights all the monoliths. Okay, so we're going due south. Whichever one is due south. Should be this one. Oh, what's this? Definitely more enemies, is what this is. As one might imagine. One moment will I kill every single enemy in this space with Flamer? Almost.
Another tracking signal on this canister, Pathfinder.
These scavengers are up to something. Let's keep an eye out for more.
Yes, now we are, just curious to see if we could, no-scope them with a laser beam Black Widow. Again, we take a damage penalty when we do that, even if it is still reasonably accurate on no-scoping, but, it's just ridiculous enough to give it a shot. But we are one-shotting with energy drain now against some enemies, which is pretty crazy. So yes, the tech damage upgrades have made a pretty humongous difference. Watch this. Generator, crawler. Should be able to deactivate this. It's not 100% clear what the actual deactivation process does. I've just done it because it says that we can, so I assume it's good, but it seems like the primary thing we are supposed to do is destroy the explosive-y thing. Which did we might have done. Perhaps accidentally. Incidentally. It wasn't an accident. It was just, you know, collateral damage. Does seem as though it's gone now, but this person is not having a good time anymore. Okay. Let's ooh. Yeah, let's get out of here. Especially because not sure where the closest place with cover is. Probably is the forward station. Okay, but we're still going straight south, more or less. So, oh, that didn't... It forced us... I did not... I don't think I pressed the leave the nomad button. I think that forced us out.
Ryder, don't forget about that sweet drive core, Remtech.
Yeah, well, we're just taking a slight detour. Okay, this looks like way up. So, the amount of stuff we've had to do at the monoliths themselves has varied a reasonable amount from one monolith to the next. Where are you pointing? Okay, I was gonna say, it looked like it was pointing way over at that cliff over there. It's like, surely we don't need to go all the way over there, right? Ooh, this one's purple? Never seen purple before. That's cool. I don't know if there's any significance to that. It's usually, almost always, this sort of yellow, slight orangey, yeah, a marigold. Should be right here. Huzzah. Another one over here. Huzzah. Oh, this one's blue. Are they all different colors? Whoa, Drac. You know, admittedly, I didn't check where all of them were. Oh, this one, well, that does make sense that there would be one over there. Ooh, thread the needle. And by thread the needle, I mean actually don't thread the needle. That enough?
Should be enough glyphs.
Okay. I did... What I also saw... Here's just a mineral. Over... Ooh, okay, never mind. Over to the side somewhere. Oh, don't tell me we did. Okay, good. Oh, we're gonna have to do quite a bit of climbing to get back. I think just that's what I saw. Double. Usually you have to pay extra for that. Can't get on this, can we? No. Okay, that's way too steep. Had to check, though. Had to check. Any other containers or anything like that before we stoku it up? Not that I see at present. Okay, let's do it. What do we have this time? Oh, no Sudoku. That's what I mean. Sometimes we have to do it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have enemies we have to fight first, other times we don't. This time we basically just walked up and we were done. I mean, now my curiosity's getting the better of me, as it often does.
Heat levels increasing.
Okay, yeah, you know. Not as if there's anything over here, by the looks of things.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Take this remnant. Oh, never mind. I totally did not press the melee button expecting to slam down on that stuff. No, I respect remnant technology. I would never do that. Okay. So now that we've gotten this one, now let's head over to... We've not yet gotten that forward station, I don't believe. And then there's a plant sample there, and then we have... That is, of course, the primary thing we're looking for, which, I mean, technically we could probably thread the needle like that, but we should pick up the waypoint over here while we can. We should do that, and it's mostly west.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Oh, okay, that one I did accidentally pop out. That one was on me.
My mother had me extremely late in life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How'd I like it?
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
You're almost dead anyway.
Something tells me Drac
Mining
disagrees
has
with
been
that.
added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Hold on, we need to scan this dinosaur for its advanced flying technology.
Levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Need a little of this.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Okay. Forward station is set. Let's nab this plant sample, and then we'll head south. I mean, there's a fair bit of room further west. I don't know if there's going to be an invisible wall here. You know, basically some large mountains that are not currently visible to us that functionally makes this area much smaller, but I say that because at the moment we don't see anything. We don't know of anything that's all the way in any of these corners, so don't know.
So much fun.
Let's do this.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
And some other stuff too. You could say that. That was not a very efficient way to do that, but an attempt was made. They can't see us. Over here. Being stealthy. There are still more enemies. Like you.
Take it out.
Oh, that was extremely disorienting. Are they dead now? Didn't really mean to fall through the world like that. Ooh. Look what we have here. Shipment's delayed. You'll have to be the one to tell Big Terran he is not getting his guns. I'll hold Isabel here till you do. Don't want things to get messy, so do you have ties to Isabel then?
Isabel's mentioned in this.
Updating your interface with the nav point.
We almost have her.
Except we've already been to Isabel? So that's strange, because we've had a few things now that have seemingly tried to give us hints toward where Isabel was, but just following the quest and doing the steps that it told us to do pretty much led us straight to her, so it didn't feel like we ever really needed those extra hints. And of course this place exists, and it is next to one of the plant samples that you know about pretty much immediately upon arriving here, so you would think that even without people strictly following the quest, that they would still have a reasonable chance of stumbling upon this place, even though it is fairly remote. So why the need for all the hints? Where is it? Maybe over here, this tree or something? Something next to the tree? It is the tree? It's next to the tree. It's this thing. No comments? Okay, it's a moon gourd or a white pulp melon. High nutritional content. A succulent segmented gourd with a high water content. The flesh surrounding the seeds could be eaten raw or sliced and dried for storage. We're very close now to finishing the plant samples.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Enemies!
That was annoying me. So it was making sounds. Okay. I think we're ready to... Did we get the... We got the big... Oh, hold on. There are multiple floors here?
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
May have missed some stuff in here. On second thought. Perhaps there is still more to do here. Or any and everything significant is upstairs and the bottom floor doesn't matter at all? Besides these other remains that we missed? Just want to make sure we didn't miss the big container there, because I might have gotten distracted by the data pad? No, okay. Want to make sure I got that. Okay, we're good. We're good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Alright, so... Oh yeah, that is the point of interest that we are currently at. So yeah, like these may be invisible walls. There's a chance maybe there's some other kind of point of interest over here that we don't yet know about, but there have, I suppose, still been some fairly large, empty, desert-like spaces, so wouldn't rule that out. As we progress further, just get our life support fully loaded on Nomad as well. It hasn't said that that's the case, but assume it's pretty close to it. Yeah. Wait, what is... It's pointing us in that direction. The heck? Oh. There's a rock all the way up there, that's why. Okay, so definitely don't go in the direction that we're currently going in. Go south. These will probably be more enemigos of the outlaw variety, who perhaps have one of the other explosive thingamabobs. They're all dead, I believe. Do you have an explosive thingy? Or just a bunch of exploded helicopter parts? Or whatever other thingamabob you guys were using. Doesn't seem to be much of note here. Odd one. Doesn't really seem to be any significance to that. Okay, south-ish is the direction we're trying to go.
Find the scum who took that drive core before the trail goes cold.
Yeah, I know. We're on our way over now. That's where the rocks are. And yeah, then the remnant stuff after that. Getting a lot of reminders from squad
Life
mates.
support is stable. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Is this the... Oh, area where we were before, where we...
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Okay, one moment.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Is it now? Is it now? some remnant enemies here as well, based on the blue. Oh, absolutely. I don't think we can hit you from this far. Excuse me. Oh, yes, we can, apparently. Again, I just have no real sense as to how far. Oh, actually, the Black Widow does tell us when we're zooming in how far away something is. Like this says 60 meters, which apparently we can hit.
Pathfinder, the Scourge has reached this remnant site. Hostile activity present.
You say this, we've already taken out most of the hostiles. It's pretty interesting the way in which that works with the Black Widow firing the way it does now.
Ryder, it's a remnant data cache.
Pathfinder, I recommend scanning.
Sam, you get any data fragments from that?
I did. They appear to be related to the first cache, but scavengers have damaged the memory.
Okay. Is this the mineral in question? Perhaps not. May just take a second. Back.
Life support is back online.
Is it right here where all the Scourge is? Oh, there it is. Ezo, I think? Based on what we've... yes. Yes, it is element 0. Okay. Ooh, that's also Scourge. Don't get too close. Okay, other goodies. We have looted a little bit here. That was the element 0. Okay. We got that. Nothing new to scan there. Okay, we might be good here. May be good here. Unless there's stuff way up there. Come on, Ryder. Come on. You can do it.
I detect above normal temperatures.
What's... that. Nothing? Nothing. Well, now we know more definitively that it is nothing. This is not giving us research data? Alright, fair enough. Let's head out. In that case... Alright, so that was... those were the rocks, the minerals that we wanted to scan. And a little bit of extra action on top of that. Now, on to you. You're not that far away. Drive core. Okay. Out of curiosity. Medical supplies. We may or may not... I mean, that's... Is there any forward station anywhere near there? No, there really isn't. It is in the middle of nowhere, it may be worth doing that while we're in the area. Otherwise, there's not really going to be a good time to do it. If we don't do it now. Does the Nomad get damaged if we drive up to the Scourge with the Nomad? Also, what is that? Oh, what is this?
Nearing the new area where the signature for the remnant drive core was detected. We'll need to scan the area to zero in on the signal.
Thanks,
Okay.
Ivy.
I still can't believe Morta's trying to build a bomb.
It's too bad. The raw power of it could advance their colony by...
Looks like we missed the action this time.
I think I know these Krogan. They aren't Morta's group.
Why don't we scan the bodies before they turn to dust?
Okay, and once
What
again,
we
sorry
do?
to cut them off, but... Let's see. Recently deceased caused massive concussive trauma to all internal organs and systems consistent with standing near an explosion. No traces of drive core present. Throat recently slit. Angle suggests ambush from behind. Faint energy signature from drive core has been detected. So the humans had the drive core. The Krogans did not. Yeah. It's the same for all of them? Yeah. Oh, I know there is relevant data. I also know there's this.
Pathfinder, I'm scanning the unique signature from the drive core, but it's clearly not here,
Yeah, I got that part.
which is why I specified clearly.
Okay, fair enough.
It's too hot to chase these thieves all over this planet. The drive core must be powerful to be worth killing and dying for.
And the winner here took off with it.
Seems to track.
We should look for another clue to where they were headed.
Okay, I was gonna say, our scanner's still going crazy here. But we are running out of time here. We've scanned all the people. Going crazy here in particular? I don't know why. This? What are you telling me to scan? I jumped through it. Oh, the data pad. That's what it is. Drop the drive core at our ops base. Don't get followed. This is priority 1. New door code. Password 123, a classic. Okay. Now let's get out of here.
Why would you ever write down your password?
So where is that place? Over there. Okay, so I think we hit this spot first. We haven't done any of them, so I guess we don't have a good sense as to what this is all about. I thought we had some similar things to this on other planets, though. Outlaws intercepted medical supplies meant for initiative outposts. You've been asked to hit outlaw bases and reclaim them for redistribution. I'm hoping that there's a place to restore a little bit of our life support. We do have the consumable. I think we switched over to that. The life support one. Alright, fine. We'll just do this. And poke you once. Then we should really get back in. Oh yeah, and this is another one that's gonna give us a bunch of different spots, because technically this does have 3 separate locations. It's the one that's southeast.
The scavengers set up camp out here. How do they survive the heat?
Oh. I mean, can we
We've got targets!
get shields back? Or rather, life support back here?
Yeah, that looks like it'll cause some damage.
Yeah, you could say that. Maybe don't stand next to ourselves. I also did not mean to do that. That was supposed to be a cloak. theoretically that was the last of them. Do we get life support back when we're over in this shade? In here? No. Shotgun penetration, we'll take it.
Sam, do you have a tracking source yet?
No, Pathfinder, but
We got life support back for some reason earlier. Rate of fire and tech damage while hovering. I mean, we were interested in getting that before.
One more should do it.
One more should do it, he says. Oh, we are getting it
detect above normal temperatures.
back momentarily in some of these places, that's why. Not here. Not super clear where exactly, but okay. Just needed a little bit, I guess, so we could stick around a little while longer. Yeah, their shuttle is in pretty bad shape by the looks of things. Okay, let's get out of here now. Yeah, Nomad's doing fine from a life support standpoint. So it's the southeast one. Yeah. Should be this here.
How old are you, BB?
100 and change.
You're just a young one still.
Hey, I've seen some shit.
Not saying you haven't. You just got a lot of years ahead of you. Make sure you enjoy them.
Oh, that's wholesome. Then here? No. Alright, this has to be the place we're looking for. I imagine.
Ring ahead. We should shake the outlaws loose.
Whoa, hello! I did not expect to see you. Okay, Drax taking care of you. Oh, hey, man. How's it going? Apparently, that was the last of the
We got a
enemies.
data pad over here.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Okay, Little Mouse. We've heard about this Little Mouse. Been in Little Mouse's camp for 3 days now. It's the same pattern every day. A stream of rubes give him gifts, tech, food, even water, and he bestows them with his wisdom. I gotta hand it to this kid. He has a solid scam running. It's almost a shame to ruin it, but the plan goes on. We act tonight.
Who would steal from a kid?
Pathfinder, I need more data to locate this scavenger.
I hear the medical supplies in question.
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online.
That is not lootable. That's scannable. Oh, that actually did give us. Scanning an Audi gave us additional research. We've seen a bazillion of those. That's weird. And we may be done here. By the looks of things.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Okay, so we wanted to take a little pit stop over here. It was slightly out of the way. That's quite the sinkhole over there. This is what we're looking for. Does bring us close to this forward station, and technically we could have fast traveled here to get over here, but again, I wanted to do this first because it was pretty remote. And the other monolith, I mean, there is a forward station there as well, which is even better still to get to it, I guess. I guess there's a path from Paradise taking you over here. So, I don't know, take your pick. I think we'll still drive here, though. Even if we could potentially fast travel. But once you add in the loading
Hey,
time.
Drac,
Yeah?
don't go dying anytime soon.
Oh,
You got it.
So wholesome. Okay, that's not an endless pit. Don't worry that much about that one. What is that? To the east. We don't know. It looks interesting. Oh, is this place we're looking for way up there? We might need to fast travel in that case, unless it's just up this little ledge. That doesn't sound good. Does seem there's a pathway here. Sort of. Well, not really sure we can make it up this, but we can possibly make it up that? No. We had a lot of momentum previously. Not sure we're gonna have this time, but whoa! Yeah, we made it. I am very surprised we were able to do that. This is interesting. This is where the other monolith that we already got is shooting a beam straight through to this one, which happens to be crossing exactly where we are. Yeah, but it's actually below us, the thing we're looking for. Below us. To which side? It's kind of hard to tell. And we may have just negated all the hard work that we did.
This is the every criminal for herself kind of place. We better keep our heads down.
Right here.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
People say that? Still? The sky's an odd color. Though, I guess my eyes are the strangers here. The sky is what it is.
No, it's pretty weird.
Yeah. Looks pretty normal color outside of the beam. And this looks like the enemies we're looking for. The base we're looking for, and it's pretty huge.
We're coming up on the flop house.
Oh, well, we've been here before. Oh, it's the area inside. We went to the flop house previously. There were countless enemies here.
Reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
But then there was this
Light signal is
outpost,
back online.
this little base in this cave that we could not previously go into, and we suspected that we would on a future occasion. It seems as though perhaps this is said occasion. Probably already checked this when we were in here previously, but definitely did. Okay. Now we can make it through. I imagine there'll be a lot of enemies here, including the invisible kind. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ow. Trying to find a place where we can actually, there we go, take cover.
These were the guys with Strux. What are they shooting at us for?
Hiding something? That's the last of them. Let's find that drive core.
Was it the last one? I wasn't sure if I got that guy that I left on the tiniest little sliver of HP. Oh, gather intel on more enemies, okay. Krogan Berserker, heavily armored attacker armed with a flat cannon at medium to short range. When enraged, it revels in hand-to-hand and head-to-head melee. And maybe there's something else here for us to scan as well. At least in close proximity, although we're not quite on top of it yet. Now we are? Were? Question mark? It's probably a data pad, actually, or something like that. Ah, a remnant console. Ah, this has to be it. This has to be it. You see those remnant tech nodes that you saw previously? Turns out if you just point two straight at each other, weird stuff happens. Hey, Drac, come on, man. It's ancient, powerful remnant technology. Have some respect, dude.
So Strux took the drive core? Not scavengers? Not Morta?
I think I feel used, but I'm not sure for what. Drac, any ideas?
Hey, remind me who Strux is?
Clan Jorgel is the worst, unbalanced, unreliable.
You think maybe Strux wants to build a bomb?
Or just sell it on Kadara? But then why hide it here?
I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
Okay, now this doesn't seem like it's very good news for us.
This is serious. Political double crosses involving enormous bombs piss me off. Drac, do me a favor and don't spill this to the Krogan yet. I want to talk to Morta and Strux face to face.
Yeah, I will admit,
Got it.
getting lost
Gil,
a bit in the
I need you to
names at
send
the
an ops
moment.
crew to this location. They're picking up a remnant drive core.
Got it. Will do.
Sam, change the passcode on the door to this place and transmit it to Gil. Keep that tech safe. It might be the most powerful thing we've found.
We just picked up amazing rem tech, but all I can think about is a shower.
Okay. Not sure why that is.
Waste of water. What you need is a good old-fashioned Krogan dust bath.
What? Now I'm curious what a Krogan dust bath is. Perhaps it is quite literally just rolling around on the ground, throwing dust up in your face every now and again. Alright, this place is actually a little bit smaller than I thought it was. Ooh, however, what do we have here? Okay. So does that mean we're well and truly done with all this stuff in this quest line, or are we gonna learn more once Gil sends in a team here? So as Ryder was saying, there's some political underworkings here, as apparently, so it's one group of Krogan was trying to bomb another group of Krogan, it's just not the initial people who we thought it was behind it all? Now imagine if you, and I imagine this may actually be the case in a lot of people's playthroughs, if you haven't completed the Flophouse exterior area out here before going to this location, because that wasn't that much fighting. But if we had to do all this stuff and then head in, then it would have been a lot. We did that a while ago, of course. It was tough, though. This spot in particular, of all the various bases that we've done thus far, I think remains the most difficult that we have seen. Okay, so we're still up at 49% viability, which I think is the same we had before we got in here. Yeah, what is the... Go back to New Tuchanka to inform Morta about Strux's double cross. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say that... I thought it was taking us to a forward station for a second to go back to the Tempest to speak to Gil, but then why didn't it show us to any forward station? But no. New Tuchanka. Okay, there is that other monolith that is not that far away from us right now. However, it is very close to this forward station, so I think we'll just make a separate trip to that forward station specifically on a later occasion, perhaps from Paradise, go west and just see where this path leads, and presumably forward station and monolith we can do in one fell swoop there. This memory trigger really feels like it should just be easily accessible. In fact, I know we have the forward station right there, but do we take a second to go to this spot, this forward station, which is a little bit further away, not that much further away, nab this and then head in? Feels like that might be the way to go. Get two birds with one stone.
slow it down.
From over here, seems
We're
like
standing
you should
still?
speed it up.
What was that? I mean, again, just the conversations we find ourselves, our squad mates starting up whenever we fast travel somewhere. It's always a little bit questionable. Okay, so we don't have the context. And odd when we're standing still like this, but okay, so it's south and then east. So we're gonna see a lot of stuff popping up here. South. Ooh. South and then east. I believe we've already searched this remnant area pretty thoroughly. Whoa. We follow those dudes?
Remnant pillars ahead. Might give us trouble.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Ah.
Ryder, it's a remnant data cache.
Did we really
Pathfinder,
not
I
see this
recommend
before?
Scanning.
You get an update from that, Sam?
Yes, Pathfinder. I've narrowed the data to Elaaden, but can't get a clear reading.
Okay, that still doesn't tell us much. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't catch this spot before. I would have assumed we'd have driven right past this. But apparently not. Okay, and actually north, a little bit north, and mostly east at this point. This is probably that one.
Never met someone who wore so much dead stuff.
Yeah, you have. Just not dead on the outside.
There it is. I saw some red dots on our map for a second, because I did.
Nice work.
They aren't dead yet. Ooh, that one's gonna hurt in the morning. Don't think I saw the experience
Look,
pop
data
up.
pad. Let's take a peek.
The ambient temperature is normal.
But maybe it did and we
Life support is stable.
got everybody? Alright, let's see. More on Little Mouse. I waited till the kids' followers were asleep, then rounded up whatever loot I thought was useful. I was halfway out the camp when I saw Little Mouse staring at me. He didn't try to stop me. Didn't even move. He just said, "He who steals from the Chosen One carries a curse." Then he let me run out of his camp with half his stock. Idiot. Meeting up with my gang tonight. They'll lose their minds when they see what I brought them.
Pathfinder, there was a nav point fragment attached to this one. If you find more, I may be able to piece them together.
Okay, so yeah, certainly lots of
Levels
these
increasing.
types of things where after finding enough of those items from the various camps eventually leads us to a place of interest. We'll obviously get the memory fragment in a second as well, but these guys were making that a little bit difficult. Okay. I think we're good here, unless there's something on top of that now. Probably not. Nomad? Here. Right next to this. Okay, but
Life support is back online.
you see the memory trigger actually gives you some life support back,
Another identity
apparently.
trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's
Return
weird.
to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Because the previous one that we got also gave us access to one of the memories. But other times it's taken us several before we could unlock the next one. So I wonder if there are some that just, no matter how many you currently have unlocked, always give you a memory. And some that, no matter how many you unlocked, never give you a memory. Whereas previously I always just assumed it was at various memory trigger thresholds. Like, once you get 5, or once you get 3, you get the first memory. Once you get 6, you get the next memory. Then once you get 9, you get the... so on and so forth. Okay, but now that we've done that, let's actually head over to New Tuchanka, because I think that was the thing that we were trying to do beforehand. Unless we want to... I guess we could briefly go over to the rich mining zone and see if there's anything nice there. Or any other random bandit bases, because it seems like we now have several of those things where we just need 1 or 2 more items before...
I detect above normal temperatures.
Before we'll find the special locations. Is that an endless pit? No.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I think we've already picked those up. But I don't particularly... I'm not particularly enthused about the carbon, and the iron is not great either. Ezo, though, I'd love some Ezo. I mean, surely the Ezo is down here?
Sam, has it...
I detect above normal temperatures.
Has it gone hotter? Yes. Oh, that's level 3. What? What the heck? It's the first time we've seen that, I think.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%.
I just thought that the little pits would have better stuff in them.
Levels increasing.
I don't know. Neither of these are particularly valuable, but we'll take it. Oh, it's down here. Ship. Bandits dropping that might potentially give us the stuff we're looking for. One of those items? Maybe, maybe not. Ezo! 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 Or not. Alright, we'll just go in a random direction that is probably the wrong direction, and the map will zoom in who knows where. A different mining zone, but we are going in exactly the opposite direction of where we would like to go.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. The ambient temperature is normal.
But you see the minerals like it in the heat, of course. They're not really one to stay in the shade. They like to sunbathe. Can't blame them.
Pathfinder, I detect scavenger constructs ahead.
Okay, thought we'd been here before, but tell me there's some significance to this stuff specifically. Oh. Oh, over there. Hold on. In that case... Hey, friends! Bada boom. anything of interest here?
Look,
What if
that one's been here a while.
that was been here already?
You may wish to scan the body for information.
Oh.
Life support at 100%.
It's kind of awkward. Wait, she's just kind of sprawled out like that? Communications antenna? Directed to intercept communication frequencies in order to gather intelligence? Okay. Alright. What's the deal?
Pathfinder, this outlaw died from a highly infectious disease.
Oh.
We can't let this spread to our people. Can we find the source?
Possibly, if I receive more data.
Major organ failure, digestive system, bacterial infection. Though contagious bacterial infections are uncommon, this one appears to have transferred via oral contact. Extreme caution is advised. Do not kiss her. I mean, you know what I'm going to say. It reminds me a lot of the Contagion quest. At least the context seems very similar, given how that is probably still one of, if not my least favorite quests. Does not excite me. Well, have we gotten these ones? We've not. I guess if we had not done that encounter, then that would explain why these also have not been claimed. Although we got these. Alright. Apparently. Alright, now let's head in.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support is back online.
Okay, so who are the people that we need to chat with? Oh, well, we have the wrong quest active for one thing. So that's gonna mess with where we think we're supposed to go right now. This is the primary thing we're looking at. But there may be other things as well. In the area, you just had consumables, I think, right? Which, you know, I'm not against picking up the more shield capacitors whenever we get the chance, because we do, for difficult encounters, tend to blow through those pretty quickly.
You were late this morning. So, you're late every morning. When you can drag a shuttle carcass here from Gehenna Valley, you can tell me when to wake up. Back again. Take a look.
You have Venom as well? Okay, and it's not really the consumables that I'm particularly excited about, but we could sell our salvage, I guess, at the very least, which is, I mean, it's worth something. And we'll focus on selling the other stuff when we get back to the Tempest, but for now, let's focus on the task at hand here. So this was one of the people who was also very cranky and impolite, as has been every leader that we've encountered. Besides Reyes. Reyes is the one person who's had a distinct character, which I've appreciated, but for that reason, another reason why I kind of wish that we'd sort of sided with him instead of Sloan. But okay, so here's Morta. So some other Krogans were creating a bomb that apparently they wanted to use to attack you.
Hello, Nexus. You're back.
I am.
Strux tells me you went to get the drive core from my remnant ship.
That's true.
Oh, is it
And
Strux
that you
who
sold it
did
to
it, though?
scavengers who took it off-world to make a profit. For you and them?
Okay, so Strux is her second in command, and so it's actually Strux who, I don't know, was either trying to cause some kind of uproar and dissent so that he could emerge from the chaos and become the leader, or if he was just trying to attack Morta directly?
It was gone when I got there.
Not possible. I had blasting teams there day and night.
Clan Nakmor is a joke. The losers of Chichanka and now the losers of Helios. Overlord Morta has lost the drive core, and our colony is doomed.
Yeah, there you go. That was what
You're all talk.
the point he was trying to make.
I made this colony.
If there's an overlord, they should be from the oldest Krogan blood, Clan Jorgal. Watch, I'll rescue the drive core and make us so
Expecting you to
powerful that
interrupt.
the Nexus will bow down to us. Except you can't, cause we have it.
Oh, Drac. I wanted to see how long before he hung himself.
What do you mean you have it?
I'll let the Pathfinder answer that.
So, okay, we now understand who is playing tricks on whom, and who is trying to backstab whom. So we took it from Strux. We've all been tricked. Now you understand. Alright, I'll be honest. Although I'm not usually one to return the sass directly to them in-game, on this occasion I feel it's warranted.
Finally. Okay, where to start? It all began when Strux contacted me.
Okay, I'm done listening now.
I didn't even get to the good part.
I'm impressed, Strux. You're more cunning than most Clan Jorgal. Smarter, even.
Nakmor arrogance.
Clever and
My
smarter.
father lowered himself to join your clan
Because those are two
he
distinct
admired
things.
Your grandfather. He was laughed at, called not worth killing. But now I've bested you, Morta, and Clan Nakmor will pay with blood.
Oh, okay. Really?
You put the colony at risk over a grudge you carried across dark space? You really aren't worth killing, Jorgal Strux. Get out. Take your goons with you.
That's a pretty pathetic fight.
Now where is the drive core? Hand it over.
Yeah, absolutely
Just
not.
like that? Hand it over?
It's incredibly powerful. We'll use it to power the colony. This'll put us ahead by decades.
Ryder, that's unique remnant tech.
If you keep that drive core, it's over between the Krogan and the Nexus forever.
Okay.
Give us something for it. It's only right.
We did get shot at. A lot.
What about joining our colony with your outpost? Give us the drive core and we'll be friends. New to Chunka and Nexus. Keep it, and you've created a sovereign Krogan nation. We don't abide by Nexus laws or owe you anything. Even peace.
Ryder, I must point out that historically, unchecked Krogan advancement has been the cause of war and disaster for many, even the Krogan.
Sam's not wrong. Yeah, I mean, we've no choice but to give the drive core to get the outpost. Although the childishness of Morta here is just amazingly ridiculous. How do people continue to, in every instance in Andromeda, whether it be elect people who have the maturity of a third grader, or these people just happen to be the ones who rise to the top consistently despite having no ability whatsoever other than to try to backtalk people with, you know, very terrible quips. However, we have to do this.
Okay, Morta, let's work together. You can have the remnant drive core.
The fact that she
And
was
you can
insulting
set up
us
your
and
outpost
paid us
here,
zero
Nexus.
respect, and suddenly it's like, hey, we
We're
should
all
be
gonna
friends.
Friends and prosper, right? You bet we are. Whenever
You
you're
bet
ready,
we're
bring your
friends. Never mind the
outpost
fact that I
people
hated your
here,
guts
and you'll be welcome.
seconds ago.
This is a great day, Morta.
We'll contact Addison and give her the news.
Never mind the fact that we
Good
would
luck
never
with
have any
Morta.
reason to actually trust you.
Pathfinder, this location is ideal for outpost placement. You can call an outpost via the beacon.
Oh. Okay. Apparently. Let's, I guess, maybe chat with Morta a little bit more. Our new best friend. Oh boy. Friends with Morta, friends with Sloane, all of my favorite characters. Or not. Very complex and distinct characters. Okay, so where exactly are you saying we can set up the outpost? We've cleared out this scavenger flophouse, resolved the tension at the Krogan colony. Okay, so that was the... Yeah, because it turned out that the bomb was not to blow up the Nexus, it was to blow up each other. So that was the tension, and we have certainly reached 40% viability. So compare this to Kadara. Super straightforward. Yes, you know, the flophouse was difficult, sure, but I think we also had to finish a Ket base for Kadara as well, or something close to it. And then we had like 10 other things on top of that. Yes, the resolving the tension at the Krogan colony had a few steps to it, but still wasn't that prolonged. And then just 40% viability. Didn't have to go into the vaults, and the number of quests that we had to do was significantly less. So I just don't get why. I mean, it'd be one thing if it was 1 or 2 quests, more or less, from one planet to the next, but it's like 4 times, possibly more than 4 times as many requirements to do this on Kadara, which just seems so odd. Oh, also I should activate that, though. Just why, you know? Like, not that there's... It's not really a problem, per se. It just seems like, because that's an important thing that you're trying to do in every location that you go to, you'd think there'd be more consistency. Okay, I actually can't tell what floor this is supposed to be on. Is it down here? That says it's up. Okay. To go up, first we must go down, because down is the new up. What if I just flip-flop? Except did I go the wrong... There are multiple... What the heck? Ways to get there, you could say. Alright then. Okay, so is it at this elevation? Just at the front gate? Kinda, sorta, or you're leading me to the front gate? Because, okay, it is this area outside. Not far, but
I detect above
on the
normal
far edge
temperatures.
of New Tuchanka.
Things are looking up, huh?
With what?
With the fight with the Ket. We saved the Solarian Ark, gave the Archon a black eye, figuratively speaking at least. We've got a beat on Meridian. Maybe we're winning?
You call us winning, huh? Any Asari been exalted yet?
I'm an idiot. Sorry, Drac. I forgot.
Don't sweat it.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of assuming those are the worm sounds. And whenever we hear those really big sounds, also it's directly behind us. And by that I mean it's this way. All right, let's do it.
Confirmed. Calling up.
Lots of things happening.
did it. Almost a civil war. And
Okay, so this is the last outpost, I'm pretty sure.
It's all about the resources. No poetry,
So
right?
she better be happy this
I
time.
considered the Krogan a permanent loss. Too many egos involved. Thankfully, my ledgers don't care how they get filled. If I can retroactively call the Krogan colony an outpost, that's a win. But that practicality is not universal. Tan will hate this.
I mean, it's about getting the outposts.
I'm not interested in opinions that don't see the value here.
Good, because there will be a lot of them. But not from me. This is the last one, Pathfinder. The last golden failure we thought we'd lost. You did it. We can't rest for long, of course. There will always be a need. But for now, I need your voice to remind them what this meant. Get the flags waving.
This seems more important than that.
It's about setting a tone, not telling the whole story.
Okay.
Thanks to the Krogan doing what Krogan do. Surviving despite and in spite of everything. We have another home. It's not tame, it's not safe, but it's bringing the dream back. New Tachanka.
One for the records, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Alright, slightly more positive from her that time. And so now we do have an outpost on every planet we can have an outpost on.
Receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
Okay, right. We can now speak to the outpost. We're on 99% viability. I think that's the first time we've ever been on that number. Generally, whenever we get the outpost, it gives us such a huge chunk that we've immediately hit 100, but okay. We have that. Yeah, and that'll boost the signal up top of that mountain. That makes sense. Maybe we do that as well. But let's see what the deal is here first. In and around the new city. City's maybe a strong word.
Hey, Nexus.
Boomerang. That's a interesting name.
Looking for that something special? Boomerang has got what you need. Best loot in the dunes, here for your perusal.
You're a scavenger?
Not anymore, I'm not. Fine folks at the Initiative gave me a second shot. I'm on something called a probationary period, got a fancy metal bracelet on my ankle and everything. They're too good to old Boomerang.
Okay, I mean, I do have to ask.
Okay, I have to know the story behind that name.
I ran with Axius and his boys. He's the one who started calling me Boomerang. Kept beating me senseless and leaving me for dead out in the dunes, but I always came back. Enough about me. You're here for the good stuff. Look what Boomerang's got for you.
Weapons are not bad. And if there are mods that we could use, we don't really have much of yet, then wouldn't be averse to those either. Do we have this? I don't know if we do. Then again, you know, do we need to go out of our way to purchase a bunch of mods that we don't know definitively if we have or not, or have much of a need for or not? Maybe we pass on that. I also didn't notice, but I assumed that we got enough Andromeda viability points that we've leveled up the Nexus. And got a new cryopod. These usually give a pretty huge chunk when we get the new outpost set up. Okay, is it still super hot out here?
Temperature
It is.
levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
This leads us back into the same-ish
Environment
area.
check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Is that where Boomerang was? That's a glass wall, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. No? And this is always the problem. Whenever we go to one of these new outposts is... gets a little disorienting, especially because everything around us just significantly changed. I don't always have a great sense where within the outpost they are initially plopping us. And there's a lot of stuff. There's Boomerang. Okay. It's not always the most straightforward to know where we have and have not been. So, like, let's try to take it from one side of the outpost and work our way over gradually, rather than having to attack from multiple different angles and double back and what have you. Oh, well. Apparently that's a thing.
Heat levels increasing.
Frack and Peeper are like, Liz, what happened? Ryder. This is the wall to keep out the Krogan. And the guns to keep out the Krogan. No, Lids, we're friends now. It's peaceful.
Life support is back online.
Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Nap time, apparently.
Another 3 degrees.
What is up with your clothing? Very questionable style. Very questionable. If the outcasts on Kadara have the best style, I don't know, these guys, they may be competing for the other end of the spectrum. In here?
Still hot.
Yes, we still have not activated the vault. There's definitely still a lot for us to do here.
I gave you?
They taste like the ass end of an elk core.
You're not supposed to chew them.
Oh. What are you supposed to do then?
Oh, I thought you'd be my patient from the colony. She's 20 minutes late.
The colony? Do the Krogan really need a doctor?
Not for injuries. I'm a fertility specialist, Dr. Meshalanok.
Oh.
I'm working with the Krogan to maximize their new, more lenient birth restrictions.
Ah.
But I can't do anything if they don't show up for their appointments.
Okay. Sure.
Tell
us more.
Any births in the colony yet?
No luck so far, but it's early. Believe it or not, there's a deeply ingrained psychological pattern to colonization. Births won't happen till the Krogan feels secure. It's a biological reflex.
Okay, I guess.
I'm surprised
apparently
you're
that's the
working
thing.
to help Krogan fertility.
Yeah, this is a Solarian doing
because
this.
I'm Solarian.
Yeah, I'm surprised they would trust you.
I want the Krogan to thrive here just as much as they do. The initiative may not agree with me, but I'm doing whatever I can to lessen the genophage.
Oh. No, you shouldn't do that. We're gonna pick a lot of fights if we say that right here, right now, around Drac, the Krogan next to you, and not far from New Tuchanka.
Don't worry. I want the Krogan to make a life here just as much as you. I didn't mean any offense.
Sorry, I'm so used to defending my stance, but I'm glad you agree. The Krogan have a real shot in Helios, better than they had back home. It's up to the initiative to help them along.
All right.
I'll leave you to your work.
Always so much to do.
This feels like combat music. It's very off-putting. I feel like there's gonna be enemies next time we round a corner. I always have to defend my stance. Ready? Draw! Pew pew! Haven't lost an argument yet. Okay, let's see. We have our forward station over there.
Falls apart every time it gets too hot.
Is this our leader? No.
Whoa, hold it, don't move.
Okay.
Got an irrigation system installed under your feet. It's still testy, likes to give a nasty shock sometimes.
Oh.
Just make sure your footsteps around here are light.
That sounds dangerous.
Any other landmines I should be looking out for?
From me, no. But I'd be careful about buying from Boomerang. He's a good guy, but a few screws short of the full ship, if you know what I mean. And we usually don't ask where he gets his wares.
Noted.
He once came back with a Solarian thumb. Said he thought it might be useful.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually, irrigation. Given how the lack of water was a key issue in other areas on Elaaden, that is important here. And you would think that going through the vaults and activating that would magically somehow give us more water here. Because the vaults magically do whatever it is that a planet needs, regardless of how different those things may be from one planet to the next. I mean, it could be heat, and just heat, which I guess in some ways would definitely reduce evaporation, make it easier for water to accumulate, but it's not like that would immediately, suddenly have lakes pop up everywhere.
I assume you're studying agriculture.
Sort of. I design agricultural machinery that performs best in arid landscapes. Really arid, in this case. Mostly I work with the botanists in the Krogan colony to give them what they need.
You think they'll be able to grow crops here someday?
With me on their side, definitely.
Alright. Sounds like a very useful skill set.
Remember, light footsteps.
I really wish I could pull out my weapon right now. I'm trying to pull out my weapon right now so that I could melee slam right where we were standing. Unfortunately, I was not permitted to do so. Is this, building we were in before? No. Don't believe it is. It does feel like there's not that much going on in here at the moment, though. Few people to talk to, yes, but not a lot that they're asking us to do and what have you. I mean, I guess.
We'll last much longer in this.
Hope we will. It's always this spot here where we are expecting to get a quest from the main dude or dudette. But would like to see a little bit more than just that.
People try to enter our family quarters. You tell him if we catch him there again, he's losing a hand.
If you touch my people, we have a problem.
Alright, how's it going, Cariste? Arcana? I don't know, that name's a little suspicious. What's up, Anor? How's it going? We just got a new outpost, actually the final outpost, on Elaaden. Which means that we are now almost 100% viability across the board, and we have a new little town.
Carista Chana, Andromeda Initiative. Here to oversee operations and attempt to repair relations between the Nexus and the Nakmor clan. It is a tremendous accomplishment, securing their cooperation.
Yeah, what about cooperation with the antagonist, whom you share almost exactly the same name with? Don't ruin it this time. Ouch.
We can't afford to be divided. We need to work together to survive.
I understand, and I promise to do everything I can to maintain relations.
Okay, what is the current status?
How's the situation here?
Actually, I have a concern.
Okay.
There's a remnant architect in the area. You might have even seen it on your way in. If it detects us, or the Krogan, it's going to attack.
We know what an architect is? Sounds like an enemy type. I don't think that was the name of the big guys we've seen in the vaults before.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ryder. In the meantime, I'll have our security on alert. If it comes down to a fight, we'll fight.
I should get going.
Be well, Pathfinder.
Alright, so she is the leader. of this new town. This music. Chill! We're supposed to be in a peaceful town. A peaceful outpost.
Heat levels increasing.
This is our settlement. Why do you make it sound like we're about to get ambushed?
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online.
Oh. Quick! Haha! Are we gonna be trapped in here now? I have a feeling we're gonna get trapped in here now. Is this, I was not opening that door. That's this guy messing with the controls. Popping it open and shut. Intermittently.
What is wrong with this thing?
There should totally be a super secret, super powerful bit of loot in there to make that worth it. So we have not tried, I don't think we've tried entering New Tuchanka from this angle, so that may be worth a quick check. But otherwise, seems as though we've done just about everything there is to do and spoken to everyone there is to speak to around here, which was not much. It's not that much, to tell you the truth. Have we gotten these? We have. Maybe we have been over here then. Just not used to looking at it from this angle, this perspective. Okay. Alright then. So. Oh, so now we're giving us the super zoomed in map because you're saying we're in Tuchanka? New Tuchanka? But if we're looking for just one little quest to bump up our viability. Oh, this is the area where, yeah, there's all the remnant structures over here that we've driven past on a few occasions. Okay, and so now this is where reports come in from New Tuchanka about a giant remnant construct that has appeared and is working a path toward the outpost. I mean, sure. Let's give it a shot. So we have upgraded our gear. Previously, we were using a bunch of gear that just gave us bonus experience, although it didn't really do much to... This, presumably, is going to be a really powerful boss of some variety. Oh! Yeah, we haven't fought one of these things before. Okay. We have upgraded our armor significantly. We used to just be carrying experience stuff. Not actual combat damage boosting stuff. Okay, this is our first time fighting one of these guys before. It is not even moderately. It is extremely terrifying. Say the legs are weak. I hope you're right about that. That was close.
Don't let it reproduce!
What? Freezing?
Over the legs.
Oh, also right below its head, which is probably not where I'm supposed to be, although I was trying to go for the legs.
Peekaboo, shoot the head!
Oh, okay. Ah, it does have a health bar there. Okay, that is telling, I suppose. All right, well, ow, I think. All right, didn't realize we were getting ourselves into this. I don't think that works.
We'll bring it down.
Oh, that hurts. Ah, I see. Also, we do have the environmental hazard as well. Okay, so that's one of the legs. And now, when hit one of the legs, we go for the head. That was not what I meant to do. I don't know if that actually did anything. I might have been too slow there. No.
Making babies!
Okay, the phrasing again. If we go through that blue stuff, and it damages us. So I don't really know. now? We haven't fought with these things before. So I don't really know what the exact protocol is. Now I'll probably go for a different leg, I assume.
It's making babies!
Okay, we'll loot afterward, I guess. Also, the head is right on top of us. So, like, it doesn't have a health bar right now, so I assume this is doing nothing. We're actually going through the head when we dodge like that. Ah, here we go.
The legs will bring it down!
There we go. There we go. Okay, can you... Oh? What are you doing? What are you doing? What is going on?
Chase it down.
Excuse me, what?
Get its legs!
Working on it.
Piece by piece!
Maybe we're going for the head again? Maybe? Possibly? Or we're just chasing it continuously now? Look, I don't know, man.
Chase it down.
Okay. Where exactly does it go?
Hit the legs.
That was supposed to be a clone. Just casually have that real quick. We're also very low on life support right now. By that I mean like extremely low on life support right now. One moment, because we need more life support. Fortunately, we did bring this.
Interface now! We've got you covered!
Were you saying hit it in the face?
Life
I hope you
support
were.
systems are
Yeah, you won't let me do this in the middle of the fight? Question mark? Yeah, we're gonna die because of that? Oh. Hold on. How do we get up here? So we very clearly need to go up here. And we're gonna run out of time because of our life support. What the heck? Oh, safe condition. Okay, hold on. Can you just wait for a second? Where's the... Well, I mean, it's over here. I guess we don't need to climb up that thing? We... activate it? Are we sure we wanted to activate it? Was that really the right idea? I mean, it's flying away. Apparently we defeated it?
So much violence.
Okay. So, that happened. Apparently. Wouldn't exactly call it textbook. Still felt like there was something they were trying to tell us to do to climb up on it. This might be new. High value, life support, cryo stuff, power, restoration, remnant core. What is this? Fusion mod of Tech Mastery. Tech power damage. Reduced damage of all the other stuff. Is that one of those super mods that we can only put on chest plates? So, I mean, we do like our tech damage. So, that may be worth considering. Okay. Huh.
Heat levels increasing.
Interesting. Remnant data cores found. Not enough. Okay, so, well, apparently, those things exist, and we have now, well, we knew they exist, but that was our first time fighting one, and it was definitely a very different experience relative to the other stuffs that we have fought thus far. So, yeah, we were asking ourselves, Architect, that doesn't sound familiar. Have we fought one of those things before? Is that just the name of the big thing that we've seen in some of the vaults previously? No. No, definitely not. It definitely is different.
Range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
Alright then. And we're supposed to head back to speak to our outpost leader. Alright, can we fast travel to the... Yeah, we can go straight to the outpost itself.
Here, cutting edge of remnant research.
Is that new? Maybe it's 1,000 years talking, but all this feels familiar.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
One of your people tried to enter our family quarters.
Oh, we've heard this.
You tell him if we catch him there again,
What do you have to say about us having done this?
The Architect is pacified. It might come close, but it won't be a danger.
That's a relief. Thank you, Ryder.
So, we also, because that was the first Architect we ever encountered, let alone fought, don't really have the context of what's the deal with those things. They're really big remnant enemies, but then when we defeated it, we typed in some stuff into its little data pad, then it just went off and flew away. So it's still in existence. It's not like it's completely destroyed, but it's pacified in some way? Is it now assisting us in some way? Or we just somehow convince ourselves that it's not gonna come back and be angry at us? I don't know.
I should get going.
Be well, Pathfinder.
Okay, and I believe that means we're now at 100% viability on every single planet, which I'm guessing is the reason why we just saw ourselves get an achievement. I'm not sure I caught the name of it. But okay, so that is generally the threshold we've been trying to get to in other places. Oh, question mark here. But before, the threshold we're looking to get to before we head elsewhere. Then again, that was leading into the mission to go find the Archon's data on his ship. And we have now done that. So is that reason for us to continue to press onward here on Elaaden? Or there was the boosting the signal over here. And what's the other one? It's a memory trigger. This feels like it, while we're in the area, it probably makes sense for us to at least head over and do that. And then, I don't know if I'm ready to do the vault right now. Oh, especially not, well, it's not that far away. I was going to say, maybe you at least activate the monoliths, so that when you do want to take on the vault, you can just go straight for it. I think the monoliths Or the vault itself is obviously not in the same location as the monoliths. I forget if the vault is usually in sort of the center point in between all the monoliths, in which case it'd be right around here. And we could basically fast travel to it, or if it's going to be in some other remote location and that's going to be a journey in and of itself just to get there. Alright, well, let's head over here first. Do these two things. Wait, why are you... So that, that's a memory trigger one. It's telling us we can go back to see one of our memories. That might actually make sense to do as well, because we actually have 2 now, I think. Before we forget. But why don't we hop in the Nomad, find this memory trigger, and see if we get another one from this. This should be sending us basically straight north. I know I'm going west right now, but I don't think we can go straight north at the moment. So, like, was that the sound of the architect before? I don't know.
What's with the smudge over your eyes? Trying to be some kind of superhero?
Why all the bones? Trying to be some kind of supervillain?
Yes.
Cool.
That looks cool. Okay, coming right up on those things now.
Pathfinder,
Whoa.
This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
If only we cared about iron. 'Cause that is a lot of it. You know... Sure. What is this? It's a big container, at the very least. Maverick, Deadeye armor. And assault rifle piercing stuff. That gave us viability. I mean, this does look kind of significant. This spot here. As if it was associated with some kind of quest. Oh, that's our mining. Mining spot. Oh. Yeah? Okay, so it's not as if the thing that we just fought is the worm. The worm thing is way, way bigger. I don't know if we can get up this on the Nomad. We might need to jetpack our way up. And even then, I'm not sure if we can pull that off.
Life support at 100%.
What is the best way up there? Because I'm not sure of it. It's not that.
You know, you still owe me a seismometer.
I'm not the brainiac who left it lying around.
No, you're the big-footed clod who tripped over it.
Thought you were good at fixing things.
And then landed your ass on it. Wretched it flat.
So you admit defeat.
Here we are. Nomad, please stay. You know, now that we're up here, it doesn't matter too much, I suppose. But this is the receiver. So that's
another news receiver down.
The radio one. Still needed on EOS and Fold.
More to triumphs after a challenge for her title as Krogan Overlord. Following their exile from the Nexus, Jorgal Strux claimed he was the rightful Krogan leader in Helios. The Order retained her title, defeating Strux in open combat in front of a roaring crowd on Elaaden.
Yeah, it wasn't that impressive. Can we climb up the ladder? The memory trigger was not far away, was it? While we are up here, let's make a point of nabbing that, and it is, because a bunch are going to pop up here, it is Slightly south, mostly east. Mostly east. Or here. So we've unlocked actual new memories twice in a row here. So is that also gonna be, is it gonna be 3 in a row now? Because that would be strange if it was.
Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now
Yes, it is
accessible.
3 in a row.
Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
So it is really inconsistent. That to me suggests that it is actually based on the locations in which you find them and not based on the total number that you have, reaching a certain threshold before the next one becomes available. Okay, so... I mean, that might be reason enough to head back at this point. That's 3 of the memories. Otherwise... medical supplies... forward station... monolith is what I'm wondering. Oh, or we actually haven't gotten to this monolith yet either, because we thought that was going to be a separate trip to get to that forward station over there. Not that we've made huge progress, but we're a little bit closer to that monolith now. And the forward station. I mean, arguably may still be closer if we were just to fast travel there, but... okay, let's head up. Let's go north.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your
we
mining
gone
interface.
to that remnant-y area yet? I'm not sure.
You survived by yourself, I survived by myself. What's the big hairy deal?
We're standing on a lot of bones, know it or not.
Oh. This isn't far enough away that we're no longer... ooh, it has EZO. It has EZO. We are obviously optimizing for that then. So, not that there's that much of it. I mean, that's not to be... it's not very much of a surprise, given how that is ultra rare compared to the other stuff that is not ultra rare. Yes, there. 16, which may not sound like much, but that is actually quite a bit. Now the zone is depleted. We still actually have a fair bit of our life support has been depleted here. This one have a bunch of scourge around it, so we shouldn't really be climbing it in the first place. Not necessarily. This is the ridiculously high one as well, isn't it? Kind of ask for this. Did kind of ask for this. Come on, no, just get up here. Oh, that's totally something. That's totally something. You can't tell me that isn't something. That's totally something. No! Ugh. Also, this should totally be nice and shady. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to get back out from here.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Yeah, we've probably trapped ourselves now.
Check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Yeah, we asked for this. Let's be honest, we asked for this. This one's nobody's fault but mine. Hoping this is far enough back. May have been asking for trouble. Okay, so I wanted to get, I mean, I don't think we can get way up there, but we also did not get our life support back. So did PB just one-shot a medium-sized beastie enemy? Okay, how much damage can we deal to this guy? Enough to almost immediately kill it, even though it's a very powerful enemy, theoretically.
Heat levels increasing.
Hey, Fred. It seems like our squad mate's damage has scaled with us. Maybe? I don't know. That seems odd, but since they do have their own skills.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Unless our, I guess our armor, like does our tech damage and power damage stuff also affect squad mates, then that would kind of explain why they'd have a lot more damage right now compared to what they did previously. Fast.
Got them all.
Okay, several containers around here, if nothing else. And we may have already been up this stuff. These remnant areas like this do get a little confusing at times. Let's do a quick scan around the exterior. Definitely not to descend. Oh, stuff up here. Might just be ammo though. That we technically don't need. Alright, let's get out of here. Enemy has respawned. Oh! Well that was interesting. Okay then. Pay no minds to the, I don't even know how to describe that. Wait, now you're saying this is rich here? Saying it was depleted mere moments ago, weren't you? After we got all the EZO. Or did this... No, surely this didn't load the save after we got the EZO, because we were outside of our nomad when the save came back. Hello. We are going to have to fight you again. Enemies seem to respawn very quickly around here. Just ignore the fact that we are going to hit the... Oh. Nomad. Okay. The place we're trying to go is actually further north. Come on. Come on.
Heat levels increasing.
PB. PB.
Yes, Drac?
Just trying to come up with a nickname. Your name rhymes with sightsee, gutsy.
PB's already a nickname.
No shit. What's it short for?
Pelisaria Basale.
Oh. PB it is.
Yeah, in that case. What is that? That is the monolith we're seeing there. Okay. So we go slightly east, we go to the monolith first, we go slightly west, we go to the waypoint first? Forward station? Well, we found you. don't know if he can actually hit us and kill us, engage us, whatever. What do we have here? Tis a point of interest of some variety. Might it be the place where little mouse is? Worm is pretty close. Supposedly there were enemies here? I found where the enemies are? Hello, friend. Ooh. Not a huge fan of that one, but so be it.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Target down.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Track out the last dude. Alright, what is the significance, if any, of this location?
The ambient temperature is normal.
Besides the fact that it has a nice big container. Revenant. Stability for assault rifles. Assault rifle clip size. High value salvage. Okay. Any data pads or consoles to interact with? No? Apparently not. Anything on the roof?
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Yeah, it is on fire. Okay. I thought there were 2 doors, weren't there? Did we go? Yeah, we went in both of them. Oh, we fought people at the lower end, but we didn't necessarily explore that as thoroughly.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable.
Anything else in here? No?
I detect above normal temperatures.
Alright, I guess we get out of here now. As to whether the worm is gonna come in and ruin our day at some point in the near future, and that remains to be seen, but maybe. Let's see. So yeah, just straight north.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Straight... No, that's west.
Life support is back online.
This looks like our spot.
Saw some of your scouts.
Dead, probably. Otherwise you wouldn't have.
That was a short and not very positive conversation. There is the worm. It continues to do its thing even up here. Okay, the outpost is further north. Is there anything around here? That is the worm. Is that a mineral at the base of that? I don't think it was. Surely there's something here, right? This looks like more so than the other ones. It is inviting us to climb. Yeah. One might argue a suspiciously significant amount of... come on, loot. But that really should not be that difficult. Yoink. Also yoink? Ooh, this is a big one. Okay. Disruptor ammo. High value salvage. We'll take the shield stuffs. More high value salvage. Ooh. Clip empties restores 25% shields. And biotic recharge speed. And remnant cores. We will take it all. Okay, that one. Definitely worth it. That was definitely the big thing. We identify smaller stuff. I think that might just be in the shade. Even if it kind of looks like a container from this angle. I think we're heading down. Just give it a quick scan for good measure from point blank. Alright, ready? Okay. So, yeah. Basically straight north still. Here it is. Oh, not far away at all.
Protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
So I think that one
Ambient
is
temperature is normal.
our most remote forward station on Elaaden now by a significant margin. Unless you want to call that one. But yes, now we have this monolith over here that we can go to. And that is the second to last, and the last one would be here. So again, not necessarily sure that we're about to go into the vault right now, but while we're here... Oh, yes, there is that.
Heat levels increasing.
Should be pretty close, one would think. And this worm covered some serious ground. Hey, friends. Whoa. Pariah? What is your deal?
Reading normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
I don't know, but you're dead. Who's left? Possibly no one, because we just got the experience popping up. Pretty sure we have not scanned a pariah before. Okay, and there's only 3 more enemy types to scan. Heavily armored, close-range combatant who uses biotics to create shield and attempt to flank. Seemed like they were basically a vanguard of sorts. Or I could tell they were doing biotic stuff. And then the description sounded like they were more vanguardy. Revenants. Penetration for sniper rifle. Okay. We still need the actual medical supplies, though. It's technically the reason why we were here in the first place. Nice. Okay. Accumulating a fair bit of high-value salvage here. That may very well start to add up. There's the medical supplies, which means we need one more. Oh, big container as well. Indra. More high-value salvage. Anything else? Looks like that's all, and I imagine... Oh. Imagined that was going to be pretty much the furthest north thing that we were going to have. But there's a rock over there. There's an anomaly over there. I think we're looking to, if anything, head more in this direction. This question mark, which you would think would be close enough to be visible, is theoretically to the east. That's... yeah? I mean, the worm is over there. I don't think you're referring to the worm. At least I assume you're not. But it's kind of on the way to the monolith anyway. What is this? Remnant? Okay, I was gonna say, the icon on the map made it seem like we were right on top of it, and I did not see it, so I was very confused. Made it seem like we were, you know, some kind of underground river.
Plan? Explorer? Farmer? Furrow dirt with raw scorn?
Always stuff to shoot. Anyone who says different is fooling themselves.
There's a lot of enemies here. Let's burn them all. Missed on that, unfortunately. I believe they're all dead. Was a lot of them. And a lot of loot as well from both the remains and a couple of containers here. So much salvage. So much salvage. That's not what I meant to do. Oh,
temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Okay, anything else going on around here? A little bit. Apparently we were in the air when I pressed the Y button. News to me as well. Oh, worm basically just went over our head. Almost. Okay, so we were already there, right? That's where we had the outpost with some scavenger dudes. Did that. Now we're looking at going to that, I think. The monolith. While we're in the area. As whether we go even further east, that water supply one I suspect may be kind of an extended quest. Technically this is not the first step in the process. I don't think it was. But I get the feeling that's going to be a pretty significant one. Which means, I mean, we will do it at some point, I'm sure. But now may not necessarily be the time. Okay, but what direction are we going? That's very disordered. Not that direction, I can tell you that much. Southeast. Almost perfectly southeast. East, south. There. And that should lead us to it.
Drac, did Gil beat you again?
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
No shit.
Gil doesn't lose.
It's so annoying.
looks like it's down that side is where we actually need to go. Over here, yeah. Whoa! Alright, Nomad can come all the way here, apparently. I assume we need some additional stuffs. Does the color dictate whether we actually need to do a Sudoku puzzle for it or not? So I think we saw one recently that was blue, bluish green, and we were remarking about that. Oh, hello. But we did not need to actually do the Sudoku. We just unlocked all the stuff and then we immediately completed it. This one is yellow, which is the usual color, which makes me think we actually will need to do the Sudoku for it. As whether that would actually be a coincidence or an actual... actually statistically significant. That I don't know. There's one. Get the other one from here? Yes, we can. That enough? Would appear not. Bye-bye. More little... Oh, no, not little dude. Let's laser beam him. And get his remains that fell deep into the sand. What else do we need here? Because we got two of the ones that were pretty remote. These enemies just keep on respawning, don't they? Got that. Yeah, what the heck? It's the only one that you're showing. Do we have enough? I doubt it. Yeah, because usually you tell us.
You'll need to scan for the missing glyphs, Pathfinder.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
We done this one? Back. Surely that single energy drain was not enough to take out an enemy that had armor and only armor. Ah.
You should now be able to.
That's the one we needed. Had to try. Okay, now it's possible. It is Sudoku time. Sudoku time. So, what is the best spot to start in? Have any complete freebies? No. But we have several that are 2 away. We do you. This feels like we should have a really good sense here. This is pretty close to a freebie. So we know it can't be you. It can be you. Cannot be you. Cannot be you. Cannot be you. Okay. It has to be that one. Okay, there we go. That means this should be guaranteed. It's not that. It's this. Alright, what does it... That means we should have a guaranteed one here. Should be you. That means... Anything else we know for certain? Not really. Oh, this. Yes, we do know for certain here. It is that, in fact. Okay, and that means now this is for certain. That one, and that checks out. That means this should be definitive, and it should be that, which also looks good. Then, I don't know, I guess we try here. Can't be that, can't be that, can't be that, can't be that. Yeah, it has to be that then. Okay, so then this should be confirmed one way or the other. It can't be that. It's this? Yes. Means we have only one possible option here. And it's also that. That means now you only have one option. And it should be that. That means you can only be this. Which means we need 2 more. Okay, what can we find out? Might be you. Can't be you. Could be you. No, can't be you. Can't be you. Can't be you. Okay, so we know it has to be that one, which means this has to be that one, which means this has to be that, and this has to be that. I haven't really done as much double checking, but hoping that's good, and it is.
That did it! Nice going.
Okay. Good stuff. So that's 2 out of 3 of the Sudokus. And now, again, question of, do you go further here since we're in this direction and there... I mean, we did get a forward station over there. It's still not that close to it, especially as we start going further in this direction. So, ought we do that while we're here? Problem is, as I said, I think this is... I mean, we're kind of trying to zoom through and hit the monoliths. And this one's now, and next one's in the complete opposite direction. And as I was saying, I think some of the other stuff that's in this area, specifically, namely, the water supply one, is probably not a quick thing. Obviously, I have no idea what this is, but perhaps, you know, we'll definitely be going to this at some point. This is further away, but perhaps we'll have reason to come back in this general direction on a future occasion anyway. I think that means we're going down south, and we're going to follow this path to this forward station, get the last monolith, and again, I don't think we're going to do the vault right now, but it at least gives us the option of doing that whenever we please. We don't even know where the vault... It tells us where the vault is when we get that last monolith, though. So we should know by then. Just straight west, right? Basically. We've not gone in this direction at all yet.
Good having
Should
some
be that.
experience on the team. Bunch of baby faces.
I've eaten things older than all of you.
Remnants have overtaken this area, Pathfinder. It may be worth investigating.
I did notice some stuff going on over here. I would like to just do this.
Ooh, look! Remnant data cache.
Pathfinder, you may want to try scanning.
So that's how strong our flamer is now, in case that wasn't clear. That is not really doing anything for us. Nor are those components, it doesn't seem. Alright, let's get the major thing in question here. This guy.
Pathfinder, I've completed the nav point from this data cache.
Ooh.
It points to a location here on Elaaden. Updating your interface with the entrance code.
This'll be good.
Okay. I am curious as to where... Wait, didn't we do that one? thought we went over there in that direction. For that. Or were we saying, no, wait until we go here? For the... I don't remember. Were there multiple? Is it more than the 3 spots? I mean, either way, I thought we went to that one. Is this it? Sam has extracted an entrance code for an intriguing remnant location. There may be something of value inside. Okay, well, that's also in that area where we just were not long ago, but all the more reason to spend more time in that general northeast corner in the future. Okay. Nomad, where'd you go? Okay. So yeah, it should be pointing right at the monolith over there. Those blue lights. What is this? Bandits.
What do we have here?
Axios?
Armor. Kill him.
This seems like this one's more significant than the other ones.
Never cross Axios.
See, the thing is, Axios. Pretty sure you said that
You are fighting you.
when you were dead. Unless you're some other dude talking from afar, because everyone here is dead. So, now is not really the time for smack talk.
Never cross Axios. You are fighting you.
Okay. If you say so. I was expecting some kind of,
What's
data.
the worst trouble you've ever been in, Drac?
Look around.
Really? You've been alive 1,400 years and this is the worst?
Trouble always feels worst when you're in it. Everything else is just a good story.
Dinos? Did we go past it? No. Okay. Yeah, we can follow the path if we want. Hello.
We've got targets.
Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Oh. Did look like there's another
Scavengers set up a dune camp.
scavenger
Stay on guard.
group here. Who are they shooting at? Hey, pals.
A volatile canister. Pathfinder, all these canisters can be tracked to a single location. Updating your navigation.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So that was the last base of the outlaw / scavenger variety that we needed to get.
Nice shot!
Still other people? Okay, yeah, I don't think I saw the experience bar pop up. There we go. We did also level. We should do something about that, but let's quickly nab some of this stuff while we are at it. Any safe place? Restore some life support? Perhaps not. So now we should have a new spot for that as well. Just over here, which is actually not far from where we are about to go. this monolith, and then we were, I guess, thinking about going here. Again, I thought we did this, but I'm not sure anymore. These signals placed on explosive canisters follow it. It could enable us to determine what the scavengers are planning. Okay. West. Oh. It's probably not into that thing. Hey, Dino Views. Eh, we'll be fine. We'll leave that one alone. There's the forward station.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Need levels increasing.
Okay. We now know there's some mining stuff over there, and we know that there are apparently some bandits over here too.
Why the pistol, PB? Why not something with more heft?
I like to be light on my feet.
But you got biotics. You can make me light on my feet.
You're dangerous enough as it is, old man.
Okay.
So I detect above normal temperatures.
Guess we still have the little mouse dude info that we're getting from some of these encounters, so... Oh. There's a chance we could still get some stuff here. Well, that was just like 2 enemies. And only 2 enemies. I still don't know what the significance of deactivating those things is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Okay, still now straight west.
Life support is back online.
Oh, it's this thing. Heck, what's that? What is the angle we're supposed to approach? Usually it's behind them, sort of. In the opposite direction that they are leaning. These monolith structures. Which would suggest we go around here.
Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
There will be scavengers ahead, if the sun didn't get them first.
Oh. This one has scavengers, you say? So I don't see him. Okay, well, I mean, basically just climb these things and see which of the tall structures you can get up onto and scan. It's usually a good starting point. Just if we could get on here. Also, there is an enemy down below, at least. There are numerous enemies down below, in fact. Oh, they're all over there. Okay, maybe. Wait, is this the... No, that is not the base that we already knew about from the stuff on our map. We're also about to lose our cloak, which is unfortunate timing. One moment, please. No, you cannot shoot me through that. That is illegal. See, Drac just one-shots this dude.
They left a data pad.
Okay. So like that may be the last one we need to find the mouse dude. Yeah, little mouse. I reached the meeting point where I was supposed to link up with my gang, They were dead. Every one of them. I ran when I heard a shot fired in the distance. Was it Little Mouse? Did his cronies come for their loot? Or did that kid do something to me after all?
Another nav point fragment, Pathfinder. I've added it to the first.
Okay. Oh, right. Activate this. Because reasons. Okay, let's head back.
Life support is stable.
Got that while we're at it. And we do need to find a way up on top of these guys. Go. Come on. There we go. We can get up onto that, right? Oh, sort of. Okay, there's one. Didn't really need to do the boost. Two. And the third is over there. Get onto you from here? I'm not sure there's an alternative. I don't really think we have a choice. Except I missed. That's a little bit annoying. Love if he gave me one more set of pillars to climb up on, just to make that a little bit easier. Get over there. I imagine that's probably as good as it gets. Yeah, it's just that right now. Oh, no, hold on. Hold on. Perhaps not. Yeah. Oh. Wait. Huh? So you can get them low or you can get them extremely high. There's no nice in between, is there? Oh. It's a lot more iterations than I realized? Question mark? I don't know if we can make that, though. Is it worth poking it one more time? No. Bad. Probably gonna have to go back through the cycle in that case. Unfortunate. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, no, there's no way we can make that. Okay. But can we do this onto this? Ah, onto that? No. We got this one. We got that one. We can't make that, can we? But we already gotten this one? Can we scan you from up here? Yeah, I think this is the best answer. We didn't make the jump last time, but... running jump theoretically gives us extra distance, right? That was not a running jump. Not really sure how much I believe that. It did say that in the tutorial once upon a time. So I guess I should trust it, but I feel like it hasn't really made a difference since then. Also, there's not really much of a runway here to work with. Okay, I'm running. It almost worked that time, but not quite. I mean, it just requires extremely precise platforming to the extent that I feel like is excessive. Really need to do that? Is this the one that we need? Can we just do this? What the heck? We have this. We have this. We have these two. Can we just do it from here? Is that even where the last one is? I think it is. Well, we've seen the icon, right? At the top of it. Maybe we double check real quick just to make sure. So we're wondering if that one? No. That, see, I'm already forgetting which ones we have and have not done. You go here, go here, go. There. I'll just climb up this one like this. Is this the one we needed? I think it is. Just ignore the platform altogether. I mean, if we can, I will. Oh, hold on. That's just a little obnoxious. The level of precision that this one requires relative to all the others. Oh, come on. Come on! Come on! I'm getting the feeling that perhaps this isn't necessarily the way that the game wants us to do this. Doesn't really seem like there's enough of a ledge there for us to work with. Tell me this is the one that we needed. This is the one that we needed. Thank goodness.
You should now be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Why? Why did we have to do that? Okay. Not really sure if I'm in a great mental state now to be doing Sudoku. Good, because we didn't have to. Now, that should mean that the vault is open, and that its location is now known to us. Oh, we have, yeah, several points we can spend now. Hold on a second. We were working on Nova, Charge, and Barrier. Okay. So with Nova, we were wondering radius versus force. I mean, the radius is what, 4 meters? So you give it 40% radius, and that's, yeah, I mean, does certainly start to add up in that case. But I think we may still look for the, oh, and I don't think that number includes the 25% radius we have here. So it's really 5 meters at the moment. Yeah, I think we can go damage and force in that case. Okay, then damage versus shields or damage versus armor. I think we need shields here. I think we need shields, then we won't yet be able to afford this stuff. That'll be the last upgrade there. Okay. It's getting pretty darn close, I think, to being able to start using our biotic stuff. Ooh, that was very bright. I'm straight into that. Usually there is some loot to be had around these things. I know we spent a lot of time focusing on getting up from unusual angles, but did we catch stuff like that? Or other containers with loot of a different variety. There were, of course, those bad dudes over there who had their own stuff going on. Cool. Try to see if there's anything up here. There is not. Okay. I think we're pretty good here. By the looks of things. Okay, let's head out. Oh. Did we miss this though? I think we did. Okay. Now. Let's see. So we should now know where the vault is. I don't think we're going to go to that just yet, but let's just verify. Over here. Yeah, and it is pretty centrally located. There is a forward station pretty darn close to it, so should be able to get there pretty quickly and easily whenever we feel the need. We now know there's apparently some question as to whether this is actually a medical supplies spot that we can go to, or if we've already been there. I'm pretty sure we went there and still picked up the actual medical supply stuff, but maybe I'm mixing that up. And then maybe we also go to this location. Maybe we just leave it at the medical stuff for now. Just verify if I'm going crazy on that.
Pathfinder, I detect a dip in temperature ahead. The scavengers have set a dune camp.
What's another one of the pariahs? They're also faster. Alright. Oh, we blew up the generator. That works too, I guess. Who needs to deactivate when you can just blow it up?
Watch the edges. Sometimes they collapse.
Oh. Edges of what?
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Anything of note for this group?
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
You are telling me to scan something somewhere, though it is unclear to me what. It's just that.
Temperature levels are climbing.
Is this the spot? I mean, it seems like it.
Finder. The ambient temperature is normal.
I'm going to scan right here. Usually, if it's doing stuff like that, that's because there's actually an item that we need to pick up, like a data pad. Right here somewhere? I'm not seeing it. It's right when we walk past this thing.
ambient temperature is normal.
Surely it wasn't that. What are you telling me to scan, game?
Levels increasing.
Game. I don't see it. I don't know. I mean, the icon isn't showing up on the map anymore.
Temperature range, Pathfinder.
Or the medical supply station. So part of me is thinking that the game is just going a little crazy, thinking there's still something to do here when in fact there is not. But I could be losing my mind. I would not rule that out. I would not rule that out entirely. Okay. Yeah, see, there's nothing else showing up here, so I don't know what the... Oh! Well, because we're not at the place where I thought we were. So I don't know what the game is trying to point me toward in that case, but I was not seeing it.
Nice to see you don't pull your shots when we're fighting your precious remnant.
Can't study them if they kill me.
I mean... This looks like a vault entrance. But it is not. Or at least... doesn't seem like it's supposed to be.
Life support is back online.
Even though it really looks like it. What? We didn't save the points that I spent? I was like, we didn't just regain all these. Firm. What is the deal here? Also not the place. Also not the place where the medical supplies are supposed to be. I thought this was just a very more remnant-y and elaborate kind of exile outpost, but no. All right, I think much like we saw when we ran into an unusual, unexpected vault-like entrance on Eos, we chose to skip that. And then later we did find that the game was telling us to go there for a plot-significant mission. So I think we do that here once again, for similar reasons. And I just want to get to this outpost, because I think keep on thinking that everything else is this outpost, and then I get fooled, I get bamboozled when it isn't.
Look ahead. The scavengers dug into the sand. I think that's it.
So this is the one that I thought we got to previously. And not to say that it necessarily looks familiar per se, but... that gave us experience for some reason. That was also a complete waste of an energy drain. Oh, that was a fitting place for you to go down.
That one's been here a while.
Pathfinder, you may wish to scan the body for information.
Okay.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Hold on. I mean, this does look kind of familiar, but there's the last medical supplies spot and 5% viability.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
More experience.
Another disease victim.
I've narrowed the source of this disease. I need one more scan to complete my analysis.
Okay.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. The ambient temperature is normal.
Hey, friends. They all dead?
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
I think they're all dead now? Okay, what is that? Oh, that's probably the outlaw main base? Nope. That's supposedly over there. I don't know, man. I thought we went into this area before, and then when we did so, we were, reasonably thorough. Hold on. Oh, that's... Okay, that's not the same thing that I was... This is the explosive containers one. Okay, but it... Thought I was starting to say the one that we were just hearing about for the whole... I mean, I guess maybe they're really similar, the way, the build-up. The one that led us to the little mouse that we are theoretically going toward, and the one with the whole disease
Annoyed you
people.
didn't get a Krogan arc? I mean, I'm not missing the Asari one, but that's different.
And yet somehow we ended up in the exact same place.
This one looks a little bit bigger, but it is not. It's not the place in question. There's just non-stop outlaw outposts.
Ambient temperature is normal.
Okay, who's next?
I detect above normal temperatures.
That may have been everybody. This looks identical to the interior of our outpost. I mean, am I wrong? This is just... do we ever hear what the name of our outpost was? Because it's the same.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Yeah, we wanted here because this one had the big container there. Okay, so this is the one that
I detect above normal temperatures.
I was kept on confusing the other spots for, thinking that we were revisiting this one.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Interesting, it doesn't let us through there though. Alright, I mean, I guess we'll go here. And theoretically, we may have already gotten every— oh, don't do that. May have already gotten every other outpost in between, because we've definitely now confirmed that we've been in this area before.
What's it like living an entire millennium, Drac?
You want my advice? Take notes as you go. Otherwise, you sort of lose track of it all.
Excuse me? That shuttle just flew through us?
Whoa, that's a lot of explosives.
We can't let them get a chance to use this. We need to take it out.
Okay. Say no more.
That was kind of fun.
I no longer detect a signal, Pathfinder. I believe we have eliminated the source.
Good. We're done here.
Alright, I mean, there are definitely still enemies, but that was pretty straightforward. Hey, friends. Hey, friends. Mind if I pop in?
Hit them hard.
So it turns out Flamer is pretty good.
Life support is stable.
Which, I mean, early on it certainly started to feel that way, but then definitely trailed off as we neglected our tech damage scaling, and
levels increasing.
Now it is pretty sweet. Anything to scan from this mess? No? Perhaps not. So this was the whole explosive container thing. Which, concluded with a shovel that had a bunch of explosives next to it. So why not walk up and just make the whole thing go boom, right? That's what they were trying to do to us, so why not do it back to them? Alright, so with that, we are now well past 100% well, not that you can go past 100% viability. We're still maybe looking to keep a few things unfinished here in case there is something later on that drops the viability, but I'm starting to get the sense that that's just not ever gonna be a problem. So we may find ourselves just going back and doing a whole bunch of the things that we had been deliberately not doing yet, whether it be on Elaaden or anywhere else. But I think let's head back for now. As I said, you know, we've now gotten all the monoliths, so we can go into the vault whenever we'd like, and it's right next to a forward station, so this should be pretty quick for us to get there at the very least. But we had, I thought, a few things to do back on the Tempest / maybe even Hyperion with the memory triggers.
All systems green.
Let's check if we have any new emails. Outpost Corner. All medical supplies reclaimed from outlaw bases have been dispersed to initiative outposts and away teams. Thank you for your assistance. Nexus Supplies. It's one of the ones that we just finished recently.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
And, okay. Do now have some points here. Let's claim this stuff. We've 4 cryopods? What? Okay then, well, in that case, we were starting to do, not this. Extra consumables slot, which we could then do another time over if we really wanted to. Could get credits from Apex missions. I mean, it's a pretty small number that we're getting from the individual mission, but the sheer quantity we're doing is pretty huge, so it does certainly start to add up. Ghost of Chaos, thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We just did a whole bunch of stuff on Elaaden, and apparently that gave us 4 cryopods to work with here. So okay, let's go for the consumables. That I think we established is at least one. By the time we get the second additional one, that might be diminishing returns enough so that it's not worth doing, but what else are our options here? Credit intervals, large amount of credits, better prices buying and selling. We did the special access to stuffs. Increase the amount of raw materials, consumables that can be purchased from traders. Every once in a while, I've said some interest in doing that. Yeah, I feel like we have all the stuff that we really want here. Mining nodes, More mining nodes, no thank you. Reduces the amount of time it takes to gather research points. At this point, I don't think we need to be too concerned about that either. Reduce time to gather minerals? No. I guess we just take the additional consumable slot. I guess we'll go for the credits? Or it's, honestly, at this point, inventory space, just because we have basically everything that we want, so just for quality of life purposes. I am kind of curious about this, although it feels like it's probably too little too late at this point, because I'd rather not have to go back to every single forward station just to see if there are hidden caches there. I don't know how good those hidden caches would be. If they are really good, then maybe it's worth doing. How far are we into the game? That's a good question. I think there is a number when we save /load games that it tells us. I don't know. Oh, don't do that, though. It says 53%. I think that's with the... Specifically, that number is coming from the main quest, which we have not done that much of. We've done a lot of the side content, though, because we're basically taking a completionist approach to the game. So what I suspect is probably going to end up happening is that we've seen this number go very slowly thus far as we continue to do a bunch of side quests. Then we're probably going to see it shoot up really quickly as we may end up doing a bunch of main quest missions in a row to take ourselves to the end of the game. I don't know. But, so lots of side questy stuff. We have the most recent main quest mission we've done is that we just went to the Archon's ship and got the information from him regarding where the Master Vault is. We have done at least the initial main quests on every other planet leading up to that. And for the most part, every other quest that at least has seemed to be time-sensitive / high priority on those planets as well. The one high priority thing that we've not yet done, I guess you could say, would be Vetra's loyalty mission. We know of that, but we've not yet done it. But just about everything else we've made a point of doing. Speaking of Apex missions, let's check this one. Oh. That was a bronze mission that we just failed. The level 20 team. That was embarrassing. Alright. For the gold mission, let's see, 78%. 78% is best. Was that a bronze mission, or was it that gold one that we just tried to do right there? I don't know. Okay, now, wait. Prioritize the gold. Then we check silver. Send a team. 93. Let's do that. And usually you could take pretty much anyone on a bronze at this point. Should be 94% across the board for everyone. Just getting to the Archon now. Okay, so yeah, assuming you're talking about the Archon's ship, then that actually sounds like we're in pretty similar spots. Sounds like I'm just a little bit ahead of you when it comes to main quest. But as I said, been focusing a lot on side quest stuff thus far. Do we have... I'm trying to think if we have anything that our squad mates might have to say about what we did most recently there.
Just talked to Kesh. Looks like some of the clan are back at the Nexus. Hired on as mercs instead of part of the initiative, but still. Good call you made, letting her keep the drive core.
New dawn for the Krogan, huh?
Never thought I'd see the day. Sovereign Krogan as equal allies. My mother would have approved.
Your mother?
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Yeah, basically, so I'm playing blind. So I've never played before, never seen anyone play before, but I have played the original trilogy a lot. And just basing off of experience from the original trilogy, things like Mass Effect 2 in particular, Collector Ship / Horizon, Reaper IFF, there are missions where completing them, the main quest missions, which when you complete them set off internal timers in the game that, you know, important things happen if after a certain amount of time once you have done those big missions. So for those reasons, that is why in particular I've been trying to front load a lot of the side quest content so that we don't find ourselves getting to some main quest stuff relatively early, then suddenly, you know, we don't do something, and so something terrible happens because we ran out of time. And we might not have even realized it because we didn't explore around enough and see what those high priority things would have been. So that's kind of the logic behind it, and in general, looking to do as much as we can do. So that means we have a lot of those side quest things to do, regardless of what order we choose to do them all in.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
Okay, nothing new.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
So yeah, just trying to get a sense from other squad mates if they have new things to speak to us about.
Deteon. Deteon. A home in the middle of Kadara, despite it all.
Okay, now that was a little while ago as well.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Yeah, setting up outposts. We have just recently now gotten outposts on what seems to be all the places where you can get outposts. So that's certainly one of the things that we were trying to do as well.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
I thought we had a quest that involved sending some information to Gil, so I was half expecting for us to have something more out of the ordinary to speak to him about, but apparently not.
Good talking to you, Gil. Anytime.
Okay, so I think... Now, we obviously haven't spoken to everybody, but I'm kind of taking all that to mean that, generally speaking, people are not going to have new things to say to us.
I take it you moved your stuff over from the Nexus?
Or not.
Yeah, my squatter's paradise is all the more cluttered. What's up?
That's also a little while
Thanks
ago.
for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
She says you know it. Liam says I know it. Just realizing that. Very similar. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of assuming there's not going to be much new for them, for other squad mates to speak with us about. Alright, so in that case... Oh, before we forget, let's just unload some of the stuff that we picked up there, because we, at least salvage-wise, we picked up a ton of stuff. Yeah, that's, I think, more than we tend to get from our salvage sales. Just had a bunch of high-value salvage that kept on dropping. Okay. Outside of that, oh, we can sell our older, weaker versions of some of our ultra-rare weapons. Namely, those three right there, which add up to basically the same amount as the large quantities of salvage that we had, just because those are much bigger. Okay. Nice. Trying to think if there's anything else we want to do in the meantime. I think those are all the big things there. Now, in terms of what's next, that I'm not as certain about, because at this point, yes, we do technically have a main quest thing, but again, it feels like kind of trying to delay main quest to the extent possible in case we're gonna activate some kind of hidden timers. But we have a lot of different directions we could go in for side questy stuff. And maybe we haven't done that much on the arcs. There is some stuff on Elaaden for those, but on other planets as well. So, I mean, we could just look at it from the standpoint of going to planets that we haven't been to for a while, Eos we haven't been to for a while, Vold, Havarl, basically Kadara and Elaaden we've done recently. Not to say that we've done everything there, but perhaps it's time to check back in on some of those planets we haven't been to for a while and see if there are new and relatively important things for us to do there that we either deliberately passed on the first time around or we just didn't know of until somewhat recently. Also, it's not listed here, but Aya. We haven't been to Aya for quite some time, and I thought at one point someone had told us that there was a quest or two, or at least someone who wanted to check in with us on Aya, so that may be worth taking a... I don't know if it's just a quick little check-in to Aya, or if there's a whole lot more to be done there at this stage. I am not sure, but definitely very good progress on Elaaden, to say the least.